Hello learners, welcome to Excel with Habeeba. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is paper Perspectives of Teacher Education with the unit Teacher Education with the subtopic Aims and Objectives of Teacher Education and Types of Teacher Education Institutions. Let's begin with the aims first. First aim is intellectual, to equip the students, teachers in bringing desired social changes and to develop skills to work in future for the welfare of the society and social cohesion by achieving intellectual stability and creating new arena of knowledge. The second one is academic. The student teachers are expected to understand the importance of objective-based instructions and to develop skill in teaching practices by assimilating the purpose of analyzing the subject to be taught. The third one is training. The broad objective of training is to empower and embolden the prospective teachers for effective teaching, research, extension and consultancy. Now, what is the next aim? Access to the disadvantaged. The institution aims at the general uplift of the disadvantaged groups such as students from weaker section of society, students from SC, ST, OBC communities and physically handicapped. Nowadays, inclusion is there, inclusive education. So, to access to this disadvantaged, this teacher education is very, very important. This is the aim of the teacher education. Now, next aim is equity, providing equal opportunities to all the students without any discrimination such as caste, religion, economic condition, etc. Then self-development, this is very important. The student teachers are expected to become acquainted with the different methods of teaching, different techniques for assessment and to acquire skills in teaching. The next aim is community and national development, to equip the student teachers by developing various practical skills that help them to perform the social responsibilities entrusted on them, leading to community and national development. Next aim is issue of ecology and environment, to develop the understanding importance of environmental education, develop a sense of responsibility towards conservation of environment, biodiversity and sustainable development, which is the need of the hour, sustainable development. Next aim is value orientation. The student teachers are expected to review the modern system of education in the context of education in ancient period and appreciate universal values as well as national values and absorb them in their lives to instill them in the next generation. Very, very important point. Next aim is employment. The prime aim of the institution is to develop the student teachers to become effective teachers who can face the challenges of the future society. Next is global trends and demands. The pupil teachers are expected to become capable of applying modern techniques and practices in teaching by obtaining a total perspective of the role of technologies in modern educational practice. Without technology, it's mere waste. Nowadays, how we are equipped with lots of technology, this usage they should know. With the help of teacher training, the students will be able to understand where to incorporate all these technologies. Now, what are the objectives of teacher education? Imparting an adequate knowledge of the subject matter, very important. The objective of teacher education is to develop a good command on the subject matter of the assignment given to him in the colleges. So, this is very important. Subject matter expert the teacher should be. Second one, equipping the prospective teachers with necessary pedagogic skills. This is another important thing. The main objective of teacher education is to develop a skill to stimulate experience in the taught under an artificially created environment, less with material resources and more by the creation of an environmental atmosphere. The teacher should develop a capacity to do observe, infer and to generalize. Third one is enabling the teacher to acquire understanding of the child's psychology. This is very important. If we want the children to excel in their academics or in their personal life, the teachers are very important. They play a very important role molding the behavior of the students. Psychology is the change in the behavior. The objective is to understand the child psychology so that the teacher is able to appreciate the difficulties experienced by children so as to bring about new modes and methods of achieving the goals in consonance with the reaction of the children. Fourth, developing proper attitudes towards teaching. One of the major objectives of teacher education is to develop proper attitudes towards teaching, as a result of which he or she will be able to maximize the achievements from both the material and human resources. There is also development of a proper perception of the problems of universal enrollment, regular attendance, year-to-year promotion. Fifth one is developing self-confidence. This is very important point here. Objective of this teacher education, developing self-confidence in the teachers. The objectives of teacher education are development of the ability to take care of her or himself in terms of adjustment with the physical conditions, healthy adjustment with the social environment, adjustment with her or himself to derive emotional satisfaction with his or her life. Next one is enabling teachers to make proper use of instructional facilities. The objective of teacher education is to develop the capacity to extend the resources of the school by means of improvisation of instructional facilities. Next, enabling teachers to understand the significance of individual differences of child and to take appropriate steps for their optimum development, because every child is unique. All of them behave differently. We have to cater the needs of the students. This will be taught in teacher education institutions. The objective is to know the causes of individual differences, as a result of which he or she will be able to develop the ability to be a child with children and adults, a responsible citizen among the community. Next, development of the ability to give direct satisfaction of parents from the achievement of children in terms of proper habits of taking care of the body, proper attitudes reflected in the behavior of the children at home, in the school, in the streets, at the farms and fields, etc. Then progress in the class, obviously. Now, the duties of the teacher are very much relevant in nursery, primary, middle, secondary, higher secondary schools. Hence, the scope of teacher education is very vast. The duties of the teacher in different stages of education depend on the foundational general education of the teacher. Emphasis is to be on the practical aspects rather than theory. Now, what are the types of teacher education institutions here? The agencies or institutions of teacher education are classified at the state, national and international level. Then types of teacher education, pre-primary, primary and secondary level. Then agencies of teacher educations are NCTE, National Curriculum Frame, National Council of Teacher Education, NCERT, National Council of Education Research and Training, SCRT, State Council of Education Research Training, DIET, that is the lower level primary education, that is. So these are all the agencies of teacher education. Now, what are the type of teacher education programs here? In-service teacher education, pre-service teacher education, then orientation and refresher courses. These are very important things we need to know and understand about the teacher education institution types here. So that's all for today's class. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.